Hi, this is LauraJthe.Treetalker. I wanted to know what the trees are seeing about the United States-China relationship, kind of where it is now, where it might be in the next few weeks, and what it might be, say, in a couple of years or after the next election if the GOP is not reelected. I drew 5 cards, as you can see on the top row, with 2 short clarifying groups. The first 5 cards indicate that our relationship has been defined by the desire on both sides to restrain or prevent in some way, but pressure from both countries' population in terms of what we're willing to pay for stuff will be the ultimate thing that will drive any improvements in our mutual interaction. So far, this administration has operated through force of personality. The other has been a lot more clever and uses foresight and imagination to keep the playing field level. However, for whatever reason known only to the main officials, they eventually decide to cooperate more, do some bartering, or perhaps even do some kind of payoff, which will help each party appear vindicated in their approach to international trade and relations. The first group of clarifier cards show parties that are both in the business of brandishing power and showing off how tough they can be. They both need to impress their own people more than they do each other. And in this, they will both be reasonably successful. As a result, their own people will feel more secure, and a sense of balance will be achieved that will take the tension out of the relationship, at least on a temporary basis. My own speculation is that the tariff war will cool off and more reasonable trade will resume as both countries have seen that there are no other countries that have enough buying power. The second group of clarifier cards are for the future that is further ahead. They show that there will be women involved, perhaps in the person of new elected officials on one or both sides, which could be presidents or cabinet officials, but might instead involve ambassadors or trade officials. The relationship between the two countries in trade and otherwise will eventually become less fraught, more stable and enduring. Both sides will also be willing to talk about past issues that caused friction and admit to a certain amount of behavior that you find in spy novels, to which we all say, like, yeah, sure, we knew that already. See my community page for the blow-by-blow readings of each card. If you like hear what the trees have to say about things that we're doing, think ints. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. This is LauraJthe.Treetalker. See you next time. Bye.